Yo, I'm just thinking that one day we'll want to veer from all the status quo and start things a new way, but that might be my delusion, cause my brain is always scheming. But for now I write my thoughts in lines, cause all this shit is just me daydreaming. I'm out of here, man. Before we get into this video, guys, you guys should definitely go check out this YouTube channel right here called Rip My Leg. He gets so many violences all the time. The link to his channel is down in the description. Hello everybody, my name is Sage and welcome to this video, everybody. In this video, I'm going to be going over 5 snipers that are really good for 3-cat spam, specifically because of their delay and how it functions. So some of these snipers that I'll be talking about in this video have no delay at all. Some of them have no input delay and some of them have no output delay. So if you guys are looking forward to this video, I'd very much appreciate it if you could leave a like on it and also subscribe to the channel, as I do post videos every single day. Tomorrow I plan on streaming for 5 hours because I haven't done a stream in like forever, so I'm probably gonna do a stream tomorrow. So be sure to turn on your notifications after you subscribe so you never miss a stream or a video like that. Also guys, let me know down in the comments what you would like to see as a future video. I saw a bunch of people recommend me to do this type of video where I just talk about non-delay weapons, so that's exactly what I'm going to be doing in this video. So I'm going to have 5 that I chose, and there's also going to be some honorable mentions that didn't make it to the list at the end. I figured I should start doing honorable mentions in videos because, you know, some weapons don't get, mentioned. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and get right into it.
Hold up, wait a minute, all good just a week ago. Crew at my house, and we party every weekend. So on the radio, that's my favorite song. Make me bounce around like I don't know, like I won't be here long. Now the thrill is gone.
Okay guys, so the first weapon I'm going to be talking about is called the laser crossbow. So let's go ahead and look at the statistics of the weapon here. The weapon itself is a sniper of the legendary category. At max efficiency it is 399 at level 65, but of course you can improve the quality, which would make it even higher. So its fire rate is 74, its capacity is 8, and it has a mobility of 55. It is also a wall break weapon, meaning that you can shoot through walls. So one good thing to know about this weapon is its actual style of animation. It doesn't have any fixed delay, but it does have an output delay. However, you can use any weapon you want before it and it won't give it any sort of delay. For instance, I here have the laser cycle and I'm switching over to the laser crossbow and it doesn't give it any delay. And this is the same for weapons like the Thunderer, the Exterminator, even the Alien Blaster here. The laser crossbow does not take delay from any weapons, no matter which weapon it is. It will not take delay. So if you are looking to go from backup to sniper, the laser crossbow is a really good option for you. And the reason for that is because it's extremely powerful, doesn't take any input delay, and guys, you can literally just switch to your melee and then over to like your special if you wanted to include like a melee switch. You don't even have to do a 3-way sort of melee switch. Like with this weapon, you can do backup to sniper to melee to special, or if you wanted to do it middleman style, of course you can have the poison darts in the middle, meaning that you would have to do something like Thunderer to crossbow over to poison darts and then back to Thunderer. It wouldn't have any delay if you do something like that, guys, but the weapon does give output delay, meaning that you would have to switch to the melee like you can see here in order to get to the last weapon, which is, what you can see there. You shoot over to the crossbow, to the melee, and then over to the special, but it works really great. Right guys, so the second weapon I'm going to be talking about is called the Splinter. So let's go ahead and take a look at the statistics of this weapon. It is a sniper of the mythical tier, meaning that you cannot upgrade it anymore. Once you get it to level 65, you do not have to improve the quality or anything like that. It has a fire rate of 90, so a pretty high fire rate, a mobility of 55, so you move pretty slow, and it has a capacity of 12, so high capacity, high fire rate, low mobility. Now, what does that mean? Well, a weapon like this, guys, when it usually has a high fire rate as well as a high mobility, that kind of makes it super overpowered. But if you have a high fire rate and a low mobility, it kind of balances it out. So I think that's what they were trying to go with here. So one good thing to know about the Splinter, guys, is that it does not have any delay at all. No matter what weapon you shoot before or after it, that weapon will not have a delay, because this weapon serves as a middleman weapon for 2 animation weapons, such as, for example, the Thunderer and the, let's say the Laser Bouncer. 2 weapons that have animations or delays. With this weapon in the middle, you actually will not get any delays. So if you were to use like the Thunderer over to the Splinter over to the Laser Bouncer, you would not get any animation from any of those. And you can see something like that here, guys. You're using animation weapons, but this weapon, the Splinter, cancels that out. Unfortunately, this weapon is not too powerful, but hey, if you're trying to 3-cat spam freely, then this is probably the weapon for you, but it does come at the expense of having way less power. Okay guys, so the next weapon we're going to be talking about is called the Portalium rifle. So let's go ahead and take a look at the stats of the weapon now. The weapon itself is a sniper of the mythical tier. It has a fire rate of 67, a capacity of 7, and a mobility of 50. It is single shots, wall break, and 4 times zoom. So this guy's, this is a pretty good like statistic setup. This kind of means that it would be a more powerful weapon since it has such a low fire rate, low mobility, low capacity. This means that it does a lot of damage, which it does. It is a one shot to the head and a 2 shot to the body, very similar to something, for example, like the anti-hero rifle does very similar. I believe the overseer is pretty similar. So the exoskeleton, they all do the same amount of damage, something like that. So one good thing to know about this, guys, is that animation-wise or delay-wise, it works the exact same way as the laser crossbow. And if you were listening to what I was talking about earlier about the laser crossbow, it does not take animation, but it gives animation. So your final shot, you would have to melee switch over, but instead of having to do melee switch twice in a 3-cat loadout, with the Portalium rifle, you can actually only do it once. If you switch, for example, over from the Thunderer to the Portalium rifle, you will not get any animation. As you can see here, you can actually melee switch over to a different setup if you wanted to, but if you wanted to start with the Thunderer, switch over to the Portalium rifle, and then over to like a laser bouncer, for example, that would work out just fine. And to be honest, I'm really surprised that not too many people use this, if I'm being honest with you guys. It's just so powerful. Again, guys, super sorry about the resolution here. I didn't have these weapons, so I asked my Discord server if anyone did, and the person who did used an iPad, so sorry about the weird resolution. Anyway, guys, the next weapon we're going to be talking about is called this is called the laser carbine. So let's go ahead and take a look at the statistics of the laser carbine here, guys. It is a sniper of the mythical tier. It has a fire rate of 85, a capacity of 10, and a mobility of 50. So like we were talking about before, guys, weapons that usually have high fire rate and high capacity usually have a low mobility, hence the reason why it has 50 mobility. It is single shots, wall break, and a 4 times zoom. So this is very similar to like the Splinter we were talking about earlier, and it functions in the exact same way. It doesn't have any animation at all. It doesn't give any animation. It doesn't take any animation. So you can use 2 animated weapons that have delays, such as the laser bouncer and the Thunderer, and you can have this one in between, and you are able to do the whole 3-cat loadout without any sort of delays, without any sort of animation from any of the weapons. And that's something that's really cool. And one step ahead of the Splinter that this weapon has is that you can actually get it in the craft right now. It actually is available for you to get in the game at all times. You just head on over to the craft section of the armory and you are able to pick it up. This one I believe is a little bit more powerful than the Splinter as well. I believe it does just a little bit more damage, but around the same sort of function. So last but certainly not least, guys, the last weapon we're going to be talking about is called the Liquidator Z1. So let's go ahead and take a look at the statistics of the weapon here, guys. It is a sniper of the mythical tier, has a fire rate of 98, a capacity of 10, a mobility of 65. It's a single shot weapon, it has 8 times zoom, and it has bleeding as well. For a weapon that looks all green and stuff, you'd think it would actually be poison, but nope, it's actually bleeding, so definitely interesting with that. So the Liquidator Z1 functions in a similar way that the Comet did. If you guys remember the Comet in its olden days, you used to be able to switch from like the I don't know, the Exterminator over to the Comet and it wouldn't do any animation. With this now, I believe this is the same way, because the Comet did get nerfed, but I believe this is the same way that it functioned then. I believe it gives animation. I'm not exactly sure about it because I've never used this weapon, although I do think the Liquidator Z1 does give animation. I could be wrong about that, and likeliness is that I am. So all I can say for now, guys, is that this weapon functions the same as the Comet used to. It's extremely powerful, and you are able to get it right now in the game. It is in the craft section, so definitely go check it out, guys. It's really powerful, and yeah, it's just really good overall. So some honorable mentions, guys. I'm going to be showing you guys a couple weapons that don't have any animation or just didn't really make the list in general. So this one here, guys, is called the Flykeeper. It functions in the same way as the laser carbine, and it functions the same way as the Splinter, although it does a lot less damage. Functions in the same way, though, is a lot more affordable. And there's another one right here called the Brutal Headhunter. This is called the Brutal Headhunter, that functions in around the same way, except it gives animation. It doesn't take any animation, so you can actually melee switch with this if you wanted to. It's really cheap. I believe the Brutal Headhunter is like less than 100 coins or something like that. Really cheap option for you. Among that, this one right here, the Scouter's Rifle, this functions the same as the Splinter. It functions the same as the Laser Carbine, again with a lot less power. I believe the Scout's Rifle, that one here, is I think it's a little bit more powerful than the Flag Keeper. I could be wrong, but I think at max it's just a lot better. I believe that, you know, this is probably a good option for you if you're not really like too, you know, if you're not really too rich, if you don't have a lot of coins. But again, it's not really that powerful. It's just another option for you if some of the other ones are a little bit too expensive. This is still a good weapon. It's definitely good for 1v1s, but I wouldn't really recommend it for public games. Let's see what else. This one right here, we already did that one. The neutralizer though functions in the same exact way as some of the other ones. Does not give animation, does not take any animation or anything like that. It functions in the same way as the Splinter and the laser carbine and the Flag Keeper. Of course, this one just is a 3-shot to the head. Really bad damage with this, but again, it's just a lot more of an affordable option. So it's totally up to you whether or not you want to use this. These are just some cheaper options for you guys. Anyway guys, that is going to be the end of today's video. If you guys did find it useful or enjoyable overall, I'd very much appreciate if you could leave a like on it. Be sure to check out the description, check out that guy Rip My Leg, check out my latest song I released, do all that kind of stuff. Anyway guys, thank you guys all so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Hey, do you have Discord? If so, you should definitely join the official Rebirth Discord. The link to it is down in the description. As of right now, we have nearly 2,000 members who are constantly looking for people to play with in the Pixel Gun 3D community. When you join, you can have easy communication with me and everyone else, and it's definitely a really good place to socialize. You know, there's always people who are looking for people to play with. There's always a bunch of good vibes going on, and yeah, this is definitely a good place for you if you have Discord. So, what are you waiting for, man? Go join it.